Time now, it's 7:27. Now, in Oldham, a group of men are spearheading a challenge which they hope will be taken up by millions around the world. They're urging Muslims to share Ramadan by inviting non-Muslim friends to fast for a day and then join them for a traditional meal. Well, the three friends from Oldham hope Share Ramadan will go viral on the internet. Let's find out more from the trio, and they are Kabir Ahmed, Hushiar Ali and Nanomia. Welcome to the programme.
Thanks.
How are you guys? You right?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
It's been a year, hasn't it?
Yep,
Since
yes.
I've spoken to you. And that track goes out to Hushiar Ali, who says he likes that particular one.
Thank you.
The whole world now knows.
So the whole world knows you love Bollywood. I don't know whether that's embarrassing for you or the kids. But anyway, so you started this project last year. So tell us, how did this idea first come about?
Yeah, the idea came about last year in Ramadan, actually. So we were quite rushed off our feet. And Nanu was initially thinking about the concept of Share Ramadan, and together we got together and kind of developed it further. So as you mentioned, Talat, there was a whole idea of challenging a friend of a different faith or no faith, and inviting them to your house, and then uploading a photo or video, with the hashtag Share Ramadan. So
the idea, it was playing on my mind the last couple of years, and I just shared it with these two guys. The idea came is because when the Muslim community were getting a lot of bad press, and also the far right was on the rise, and I was thinking, what is it? Can we do something positive to bring people together? So this is where the idea came from, Share Ramadan, because Ramadan time, almost every Muslims are engaged fasting, whether you're practicing or non-practicing, male, women, children, everyone gets involved. And the idea was, if like every Muslim, they fast and they invite their friends and their families to have iftar in their house. So what we say, have another additional iftar in your house with somebody who's different faith to you, or someone who has no faith. Could be a friend or a colleague or a neighbor. So it's like when you bring them to your house, automatically it becomes special, and you break down barriers, and understanding is there, people are talking. So it just clears and it drives away suspicions and fear and doubts. So that's the idea, that's what we want to achieve through Share Ramadan.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you get the people say to you sometimes, don't they? Well, when you're fasting, can you drink? How long are you doing it for? Can I say Happy Ramadan to you? People who are not fasting often don't know how to approach you and what to say to you. So I think the idea of Share Ramadan gives them the experience to do Ramadan and to kind of share that. I think that's the powerful message really behind it, because when you actually share Ramadan and you experience the experience of it, it gives you a better understanding of what it's like, rather than reading about it and then hearing it from someone else. Yeah. By actually doing it, you're really getting a chance to
kind of experiencing it.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, because when you are doing any or involved in any religious ceremony, it's easily just to sort of focus within your own community.
Yeah.
And like with fasting, it's hard enough having to fast yourself, but it's just really the family or the extended family that are involved and friends who are Muslim. So it's very much an insular practice, but sort of reaching out to other communities who may know that, Muslims got this Ramadan thing going on, not quite sure about what they have to do apart from starving themselves. They know that, but it's actually... It's, when you think about the idea, it's like, well, why didn't anyone think of that in the first place?
Absolutely, the unique thing about...
people do ask genuine questions, at work or your neighbours. How do you do this? Why do you fast? Yeah. So actually, it's an opportunity for both sides
to learn about each other.
And also, Share Ramadan is quite unique in a way, because we're not just looking at the faith aspect of it. I mean, you can actually fast and then raise money for a charity. So we look at it from that point of view, and the fact that it also has health benefits in terms of give you a chance to detox and just rest your body, and give your digestive system a chance to recover, and just all of those people are seeing the benefits far greater.
Well, I've seen a few articles floating about talking about the health benefits of fasting,
Absolutely.
which is perhaps we need to look into.
The way I explain this
program.
This month, it's like an MOT. You're actually giving your body a service and a good clean. Like you take your car. After 1 year, you have to have it MOT, or else you can't have it on the road. So it's like when the month of fasting is actually you're giving your body a rest, a good service, and a good clean.
Yeah, and
So
you don't
that's-
want to put the dirty oil back in by eating samosas and pakora.
So, the idea of Share Ramadan, Talat, one of the key things is people asking us, how can we get involved? How can we participate? And how can we help promote the idea? Because it's a wonderful idea. So what we're saying to them is, you don't have to do anything to promote the idea. All you have to do is take part, challenge a friend, invite them to your house, and share a photo or video. And after you've done that, you've nominating another 5 people anyway. So
Do you think people are shy about that though? You know, they may know their neighbours to say hello to, but then saying, actually, do you want to come round?
yeah,
and
I mean,
open
you know
a
what? You'll
fast?
be
It's-
surprised, Talat. Last year when we launched, we had this from a few questions coming in from people on Facebook, and when we encouraged them to go and try it, they tried it, and honestly, believe it or not, the people who have maybe from a different faith from them, they've really appreciated it and really enjoyed the food.
Sorry, I was just thinking
Yeah.
about if you've got a miserable neighbour, what do you do?
What do you do?
You have to work
Do
on
you
that
invite
one.
them or you think, oh, forget
But
that?
I think
last
wait.
year it was 4 people showed interest in my house. I mean, 4 people came. This year is 15 people.
15?
15 people are coming on the 2nd of July to my house. These are my friends and also my colleagues. What is, when you invite them to your own space, it becomes special. And secondly, they see you and they don't see you through someone else's lenses. And that's the idea of Share Ramadan. It's people to understand one another.
People get a first-hand experience of yourself,
And
who
you
you
know,
are really.
what is the more we share, the more we give, we form a unity. The racists, the extremists, the fanatics will not have a voice in our society if we could do that. I mean, I'm not saying Share Ramadan is the only way forward, but I think Share Ramadan is one of the way forward.
So, compared to last year, how has the response been then this year?
The response has been great this year. Obviously, we've been promoting a lot on social media heavily, and people are using the hashtag more already this year. We've seen the hashtag on Twitter. People are already started to share, or worldwide. So,
So did you get interesting pictures and videos?
we're getting interesting
from across
pictures.
the
We're getting
world?
interesting videos. When we've uploaded a video the other day, we've just had 10,000 hits on that. And people are really engaging with videos of people of other faiths saying that they're going to take on the challenge and fast. So it has been amazing this year, actually.
You know, one Mehdi Hassan, one of his quotes, he said, "Fact figures does not change people perception. What change? The only thing that change is your relationship with people. So if you can build up a relationship with people, a good relation, then people understand you, who you are. They don't take second-hand information and then trying to judge you on that."
And I suppose for a town like Oldham, which has seen its fair share of problems in the past, this is a great idea if it's going to work, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah, because I think in the past, like you said, Oldham's had those negative vibes and etc. But recently, there's loads of good. For example, Share Ramadan is as an idea. No one really no one really looks into the fact that it's from Oldham. I think that doesn't really matter as much. The thing that really matters is the fact that the hashtag itself allows people from anywhere around the world to take part and to feel part of it. So they can. It's like a global idea being localized through Share Ramadan and the hashtag. I mean, some of the responses we found on Facebook is people from Malaysia, people from India, people from Finland. Just saying, "I'm taking part. Are you taking part?" I'm getting. People are tagging each other, and the network that's been created, where one person is tagging to another person, is phenomenal.
And from the non-Muslim community who do attend a iftar, a meal, what do they have to say about it once they've had their meal and they've walked away from it?
Nanu's got one example there. Last year, someone who came to your house, and this.
You know what is the experience of fasting, going without food and drink? They appreciate a lot more what they have. That's one of the things my colleagues have said and my friends. And the other one was when he came over, his mother actually said, "Don't bother. These people are this and that." But his perception totally changed because at work you're busy, you're working, you don't really have that time. Once you're done with work, you just want to go home to your family. Do you understand? But when you actually, this is an opportunity when you ask them to come to your house and you talk, people talk over, over food and around the table, and people ask questions, and those questions get answered.
And although it's fast for a day, some people have last year have done it 2 days and 3 days,
Right,
and one
so
person took it to a week.
Teacher who took it for a week, and then he actually wrote a note diary of a day-to-day basis of what he did from Share Ramadan and doing Ramadan. What he did after that is actually went to the local mosque and tried to take part in some of the prayers, understood what happens in the mosque, and so he tried to take it. It inspired him to go and do other things and find out other information, etc. So I think it's quite inspiring for some people.
It is indeed. And I also invited one of our presenters, Jason Hardy, to take on the challenge as well. So he said, yeah, he'll give it a go. So we'll find out his story next week, hopefully. But thank you very much. But all that remains to be said is that, this is all about sharing Ramadan. So where's my invite? But anyway, thank you very much for joining us. That's Kabir Ahmed, Bashar Ali and Nanumia. And no doubt we'll speak again next year.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
What time do you open your fast in Oldham?
Nice.
9:50, I think, or
9:50. So Rochdale was 9:37. No, 45. 9:45 Rochdale. 9:47, I think it was Blackburn, our previous guest said. So yeah, it's
a couple of minutes.
A couple of minutes here and there. All right, but thanks very much. Thank you.